Hey kids, Inverted Cow here. Welcome back to Vintage Story. You know it was coming, and here it is. We're having a day of building. And we're in. Before I show you the fun I'm having with that little thing, I have made hot off the presses. It's still hot off the presses at 590 degrees. I've made my very first chisel. I also discovered something which really made me happy. See, when I started building, I wanted non-spawnable floor surfaces, so I made everything on half slabs on low, and I went, ooh, hey, this is nice, this is good. And then I realized that, yes, you can't place anything on a half slab on low. Everything has to get lifted up. So that means you want to build anything on half slabs, you got to build it on half slabs on high or full blocks. There they are, full blocks. Now, I started building out of oak because when I was clearing the terrain for this place, I had an oak tree that I chopped down over there. And it took 6 axes to cut up, which gave me quite a large amount of wood. Now, I didn't realize, of course, at the time that oak was needed for the tanning, and it is only oak that is needed for the tanning. So it actually serves another purpose besides just being a reasonably nice building material. But at the same time, I had made myself a couple of hundred, like probably about 4 stacks of these beautiful oak half slabs that I had planned on building with. Yeah, so I didn't know what to do, and it turns out that if you take a saw and your beautiful oak slabs, you can put them back and cut them back down to boards. This also works with anything that's wood, basically. So if you're one of those folks like me that loves to build far too many of the wrong thing, you can actually salvage some of it and reuse it. Is it nighttime already? It is nighttime already. I just thought it was just daylight. I'm having too much fun. So, I want to show you kind of what I've done here. I've just been experimenting a little bit. Can I crouch underneath? There we go. When I build this in, I'm going to have to build a doorway that goes into this little hallway. But I have taken the aged wood stairs and put them on underneath the roof. The roof itself is pretty much completely finished. I think I left my access hatch in. Yes, I did. There we go. The roof is completely finished. Let's see if I can creep off the edge here. And you can't see them because I'm on the wrong side, but if I come over here, I have and that's why you don't shift on stairs, because it don't work. Aged wood planks underneath, so this is aged wood stairs underneath. Now, of course, one of the things I wanted to do, and I still have to put this cap on, I need to make more fire clay brick, because unfortunately I can't break fire brick down unless I can do it with a chisel. No, okay. I can't break fire clay shingles back down to fire clay shingles. So there's that. Well, one of the things I wanted to do with the chisel, and this is one of the things that's going to take a long time to do. Now, if I remember correctly, don't take me as an expert on this, because this is purely virgin territory for me. Right click changes it to a chisel block. So I have to literally right click on every one of these that I want to chisel. And then F changes my brush size. So if I went with a 2x2, that's that. And a 4x4 is half. 4x4 is half of a slab, so 8x8 is a full half slab. So if I go that, I could theoretically take my fire clay brick and make it look more like actual shingles. Now if I was really wanting to be fussy about it, oh, right click places it back, by the way. I could do is right click, no, try that again. 4x4, thank you. Oh, 4x4 is what I took out. Okay, 2x2. What I could do is do something like this, and then do a 1x1 in front of that. And give you the very small shingle look, and give you a very gradual as you would roof slope. You know, and carry that down literally the whole length of the roof. I would have to test it and get the measurements that I want. And if I 8x8 it, can I just right click in? Now it still has a little indent in there, but I should be able to add, if I right click on this, I should be able to add to the brick in front. So I can always build this up as well. So I can build one up and then take one down, because these are 2 blocks in length. I don't think I'm going to get that fussy about it, but I was thinking that what I would do is basically bring 1 block out at that height and then just step it down in the same manner here. Although the ones that are on full height, I would have to put a full block on, or something else, or another block altogether. Or I could split these in half and then just go with the smaller size. For the whole of the block. And as you can see, yes, it does use a lot of, I mean, the chisel has a lot of durability, but it does use durability every time you click. See, that could give me a really nice gentle slope. And then the next block, I go halfway into that. You know, and take this down. I don't know, I'm still left with an issue on this when I can't do anything with the block below it. But even if I did a slope like that, yes, it's still going to mean I'm going to have to do a little bit more work on these, a lot more work on these. But I could, theoretically, change the slope of this roof just slightly to make it a lot more of a gradual slope. And I could do the same, of course, with the stairs. Wait a second. Why did you... Why was it that when I clicked it, it changed the brick pattern? Okay, that was weird. On the stairs, it changed the brick pattern. Yeah, so what I could do again is just change the pattern out. Like this. Give it a more of an equal, even kind of a slope. So it doesn't look like it's just a bunch of staircases going up. I'm not going to make you sit through, of course, probably about 6 hours of me hammering away with a chisel on this kind of stuff to do that, but that would work very nicely for giving me a staircase. I'm not sure about this yet. I probably would have to do is start at the bottom and work my way up. I mean, just go in and remove rather than add. Just remove and work my way back up till I get to the point where I'm back here. So I think this is a half slab on low, right? So I could just take one of these and then I could come up. Like that. But I still can't add to this, so I'd have to figure out how to add to this layer. Or change it, I guess. Now there is something else that I'm probably going to have to do. I'll go downstairs for this one so I can show you. Here, we'll just let go, take the express route. Thank you. Up here where it's just fireplace shingles, because I couldn't get the half slabs in, what I was told you can do is you could take one of those shingle blocks. I don't know if you have to turn that block into a chisel block first, then break it, and take a chisel block of wood. Okay, so once it becomes a chisel block, it requires that you do a pickaxe to pick it up. So you take that and you combine the chisel block of the two items, and you can make a multiple layer chisel block. Now I guess the top item is what shows, so if I want it to be brick, I put the brick first and the wood second. If I want it to be wood, I put the wood first and the brick second. Either way works, I guess, for what I need it to do, because then I could take that block and I go can't set that as a slab sideways. Okay. So then I put that in like so, and using the chisel, I go F and rotate. You won't rotate in the direction I want you to, will you? No. Okay. So then I would have to do is go full size, build and place, and then right or left click those out, and then change to the oak slab and right click down underneath, and I can fill that in with oak slabs underneath so it looks like oak slabs from this side and fire brick from above. So that's how we're going to fix this, as well as the entranceway. Now the door, oh excuse me while I crunch on some stuff. The door, this is one that I'm pretty sure has probably been irritating a lot of folks. Can I not chisel the mud brick? Mud brick is not a chiselable block. Okay, that's good to know. This I'm just going to, whoops, take down. There we go. I can fix this entrance up a little bit that way. I was kind of hoping to chisel these mud brick blocks, but I might actually just do is completely replace these because I only wanted them to be one layer thick, but they needed to go there so that they matched. I might just replace them all together. And it turns out you can't chisel the glass, which kind of sucks, but hey, that's fine. I didn't bring any cobblestone up with me. Let me go grab a cobblestone here. I actually want to grab a couple of things. I've been trying to kick around ideas for what to do with the thing here. Now I could just go grab a staircase and do the same. First idea was to, of course, put something like this down, or a solid piece of block. Kind of kicking that idea around, and I gotta feed my guy again. Hold on a second, be right back. Alright, well fed. The other thing we can do is take a full stair, and we click on that stair. Of course, that changes the texture too. And we just, whoops, take out that block. That gives me a nice little angled corner stair, which looks nice. This was something I was thinking of. Another thing I had been considering was to grab, I want to see this now. I can bring up H. Granite rock. Polished. Oh, I need the hammer as well. Oh, I just put the hammer back. Oh, I think that was not the hammer, that was the Pro Pick. There we go. So we take the hammer, the chisel, and the granite rock, and I can make polished granite. I'm just going to make 2 of these for now. Now, what does that look like? That's not too bad. Now that gives me a nice little cornerstone. And then I was thinking of doing was taking a piece of this and chiseling this down. Oh yeah, I can chisel this. Nice. I'm learning to push buttons today. Okay, we'll go with the 4x4. Take out corners. Oh, this stuff is so hard to see. Yeah, I hear you there, Laughing Jack. I know you're hiding over there. By the way, Laughing Jack, that's who I'm talking about here. He hides out in the hole over here. Not sure where he is. Oh, I got a bunny in there now. Oh, that's cute. Oh, I got a creeper. He's in this trench. He's caught in this trench. He's a little raccoon. Runs around here. Sometimes he falls down the hole. It was kind of funny. I was harvesting the beehives, and bees sting anything that is in their range. It don't matter what it was, and all of a sudden poor little Laughing Jack was getting swarmed by angry bees. It was really funny. So what I was thinking of, anyhow, distracted? Yeah, cow gets distracted very easily, in fact. Was make some kind of a thing that looks like a sphere. You know, I could probably get a little bit more decorative or something with it. And like, it's very, very hard to see. This obsidian is a lot darker than I mean, it's not black. It's still got that the blue sparkles to it. But then what I wanted to do was go grab a bowl and some fat. Go make up a couple of bowls like this and place them down on top. Kind of give me a front entrance light. I might reduce this down. Actually, I will reduce this down. I want this to be, this sphere to be a little bit smaller, and I don't know if can I not pick this up, please? Thank you. I'm just going to try something here. I'm not sure if I can place a bowl in a depression on one of these. I cannot place here, requires solid face. Yeah, okay, that's what I thought. So it would have to at least have a solid surface. But I mean, like, I could chisel it down slightly and then put just a single thing just big enough for the bowl to sit on and chisel it down. Make like a pillar or a thing. I could also do is combine it and make like a nice little multi-block. For example, grab, I basically only got 3 colors to work with. I got gray or black. So gray, brown, or black is basically the 3 colors I've got to work with right now. So yeah. So I could see myself doing that. Now this could take some work, and maybe I'll do is I'll combine it with like birch log. I wonder how that would work. Now I'm curious. What happened there? Why is that? Oh, did I break my soil? I broke my soil. Oh, that's fine. I'll have to be careful about that. Yeah. Combine that with this to make this. When you're working with this stuff, I'd probably want to have like a good solid light surface that I could see what I was doing. But now if I took and F, and then F, give me this and this. So I could make, it's not really log, it's more plank. Oh, I see, there we go, I'd have to come out a little. Okay, so to get the white skin on the outside, I have to make sure I'm all the way out to the outside layer, but I could do something like that. Of course, make it a little bit dark or smaller, and then that could be a place to hang like a sign, or, you know, have some sort of backlight thing. Like that would work really nice. I will have to play with this chisel a lot before I'm ready for sculpting fine details like a entrance sphere. Now I don't suppose I can, yeah, I can't sculpt fences. I'm really bummed that I can't do these mud bricks. And I can't do doors. And glass, yeah, that's too bad. Now, what I was going to do with the outside of this, and I might still, is underneath the windows here, I wanted to take and put the granite stone, and combine it with the pine slabs. So do all of those pine slabs combined with the granite stones, and then just have a lintel underneath the window here that sticks out and gives it a nice little edge. So I take and say those 4 pine slabs, pick them off. And then what do I need to make this? Granite and mortar. Okay, so I don't have granite and mortar. Do I have more of those? I'm hooked on the door. Hold on there, dude. Thank you. Part of the reason I have been spending a lot of time searching for ruins and stuff is because I'm trying to recover more stone like this, or more of the aged wood planks. So chisel block and chiseled wood slabs give me multi-block chiseled wood slabs, which we can now place back in like this. And then we go F, and I want the full size with the granite block. Whoops. So you have to switch that for each one. There we go. Gives you that really nice little look like an actual stone lintel. Of course, you can't add to the side of this at all, but I'd have to make like a chisel block for these two edges. And then if I really wanted to, I could do is go down a size. Actually, I wonder, so that's the 8x8. So what about the 4x4? There we go. That gives me a nice little lip underneath. A really nice little stone lintel underneath the windows. I'll probably have to do is chisel these blocks anyway, because I want to put like a trim or something on those windows. I was kind of hoping to be able to shave these windows back. I wanted to bring them back to just a single layer thick. There we go. The 1x1 layer. But that's okay. I can't quite do that yet. But that's coming. Now there is a workbench, which I believe allows you to, that's awesome, allows you to take something and duplicate it. So I can take, like, say, this grand masterpiece, duplicate it, and replace it over here, making it so I can do two things at a time. That's something that apparently can only be acquired through creative mode at this time. I don't even think it's something you can find in a ruins, which kind of sucks. But that's kind of what I'm at right now, what I'm going to be doing for the next little while. A whole lot of little fiddly chisel work. I've been really itching to get into this chisel thing, and I was really happy when I found out I could repair my mess up with this oak and recover these, because I do want to start building on this floor here. Come on, now go. There we go. I wanted to really start building on this floor here, the proper, the what you call it, the proper bedroom. Thank you. There's no understanding English today either. Yeah, I want to build the proper bedroom up here. This is all going to get walled off eventually anyway, and turned into the drop shaft for the windmill. The windmill is actually going to go up into the roof on top of this thing, so that still has to come yet anyhow. And I'm not entirely sure what I'm going to use for the size of this. I'm tempted to continue with the brick, at least down to the height of the roof, or even down to the same height as this, carry it along. But probably even just down to the roof height, just go brick straight up, and then on the back side here, brick from the roof line up, and then this side here can all be wood. I might do is inset those wood planks a bit Oh, I gotta remember I can't get through here anymore. I'm still not entirely sure about that. So I'm going to take a break here, do a little bit more building, and probably a whack more chiseling. And we'll bring you all back probably for the next episode, where we will explore some of the stuff that I have built, and maybe we'll actually start looking at what do we have to do for the windmill. Now, I brought up the map here so I can show you this. I brought the road out, this little road here. I brought it out and I carried it along so I can actually get back to the original spawn point, or towards the original spawn point, I guess. I'm kind of actually happy about the way this road turned out. This was my original roadway that I had started working on, going up to here. So this runs now just straight through. I still have it going over these rolling hills. I might shave it down a bit more. This is that first cave that we went exploring ages ago. And I carried this road along the edge here so you can actually come up. And then this is my last straightaway. Of course, I've only managed to get this far, and then I ran out of material. Every one of these blocks requires 4 of the little stone blocks that for the longest time I just keep throwing away because I had chests of them. And so far this part of the path has taken, I'm going to say, I think about 4 stacks. So that would be like 16 stacks of those little blocks. Maybe a little bit more. It might actually have been further. Oh, am I hungry again? Go for a run. Get hungry. It's a good way to work up an appetite. So there's that. That's something else. I've been working on that little road going off to the Willywax there. I haven't found anywhere yet is Terra Preta. If anybody's wondering why I haven't worked on the greenhouse, why I haven't done any work over there on the gardens and greenhouse, that's why. I am trying to find is some Terra Preta. Yeah, I've done a lot of exploring and have found tons of other stuff. I found peat, I found sand, I've found lots of deposits of ores and resources that need to be collected and mined up. I even found some more ruins on the map here. Where did I see them? Is it on this side? I think it was on this side. More ruins up here that I haven't gotten to yet. So we could probably go check those out. And that sort of thing. So, no, I haven't found any Terra Preta. So I'm not sure if there's a biome I have to search for to find it or what, but that's also something that's going to have to come up. And finally, the other thing that we're going to have to do, I was told that even though I can't chisel the glass, I can chisel glacial ice, which can be found on mountaintops, right? Ice. Glacier ice. I don't think I can do lake ice, but glacial ice I can. So if I break it, it drops an ice block, which would be kind of cool. I mean, if I could make ice blocks, I could always make a one of my little storage rooms into a freezer with the ice blocks. I know it would be just purely decorative, but that would happen. And because I wanted to do was put like a window into the ends of these two these two little the second floor sections here. A fairly large window, let some natural light in, if you will. The glacial ice apparently does let light in, but you can't see out of it. I'm not so worried about the seeing out of it part as I am about seeing in. Also, these little critters here eventually are going to get moved over here and in behind the house or the workshop. The only reason they're still running around in the capture pens is because I haven't had the chance to, I haven't taken the time, I guess. It's not that I haven't had the chance. I haven't taken the time to level the terrain where I want to move them to, set up a proper pen, and relocate them. It's basically all that has to happen. I do want to see if I can figure out a way to make grass, and eventually I have to actually get a scythe so I can actually grow these guys faster, because this I wanted to try to capture was chickens over here, and I may have to do is actually capture chickens way over there and kind of work them along the road with 2 high blocks or whatever, so that they can't escape. Make little passageways, room them in, move them down, room them in, move them down, and just keep chasing them down the pathway. That might still happen. I'll take that this little trough and I'll go way out to where I saw those chickens, and we'll set that up with a pen and let them jump into the pen to get to the food. And then what we'll do is we'll have to herd them down the path like that. But I think that's going to do it for this episode. I hope you're enjoying Vintage Story. I have a whole whack of chiseling to get into, and we'll pick it up on the next episode. Thanks for watching, and good night for now.